At the same time, nature has given us the possibility of escaping from this slavery. Therefore, when we talk about freedom, we are talking precisely about crossing over into the other river. But of course it is not so simple. You cannot cross over merely because you wish. Strong desire and long preparation are necessary. You will have to live through being identified with all the attractions in the first river. You must die to this river. All religions speak about this death. Unless you die, you cannot be born again. This does not mean physical death. From that death there is no necessity to rise again, because if there is a soul, and it is immortal, it can get along without the body, the loss of which we call death. And the reason for rising again is not in order to appear before the Lord God on the day of judgment, as the fathers of the church teaches us. No, Christ and all the others spoke of the death which take place in life, the death of the tyrant from whom our saviour comes, that death which is a necessary condition of the first and principal liberation of man. If a man were deprived of his illusions and all that prevents him from seeing reality, if he were deprived of his interests, his cares, his expectations and hopes, all his strivings would collapse, everything would become empty, and there would remain an empty being, an empty body, only physiologically alive. This would be the death of I, the death of everything it consisted of, the destruction of everything false collected through ignorance or inexperience. All this will remain in him, merely as material, but subject to selection. Then a man will be able to choose for himself and not have imposed on him what others like. He will have conscious choice. This is difficult. No, difficult is not the word. The word impossible is also wrong, because in principle it is possible. Only it is 1,000 times more difficult than to become a multimillionaire through honest work.